Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This will be a brief book review on the recorded classroom method from Essential Elements. Now I did use different recorder books in my classroom over the years. I often use music that I just put on the board myself, but I sometimes use a published book. So here are some of the books that I used over the years, some that I didn't like, some that I did like. I've used this before. This is the Trophy Elementary Recorder Method. I don't like this very much, just being honest here. I've used the Recorder Explorer book, and I don't like this very much either. There's just not enough structure there. I did use this a few times, especially with my older students, and there's a few really good songs in the middle of this one that kids really enjoyed playing. I don't know if I can find them now. This page, for example, these are a couple of fun polka songs to play. So there's some good stuff in there. I like this one. This is the Yamaha Recorder Student Book. This is very structured, almost like a band book, so I like that a lot. I ordered this a couple of years ago. I haven't used it in my classroom yet. It's called Do It Play Recorder, and this one has some awesome songs and awesome material in there. Also comes with a CD if you want it. Comes in 2 volumes, I believe. I like that one. And just the other day, I ordered 20 copies of this recorded classroom method from Essential Elements. Now, if you teach band or orchestra, you'll know that Essential Elements is a well-known company that provides band and orchestra materials. So this is going to be very structured, I assumed, and my assumption was correct. So I ordered myself 20 copies like that, just so I don't have to make copies and break the law as much as I can. And I ordered one of them with a CD so I can use the accompaniment, and all the others are without. I have an average of 20 students per class, so I would actually have these on floor stands and have the kids read out of them. I looked through this already and I like it a lot. It's got nice large pages. The first couple of pages contain very nice introductory material about the instrument, about how to hold the instrument, how to produce sound, a little bit about music theory. My students would already know all of that before getting into a book, but it's there if you need it. The only thing that I wasn't crazy about, and this is somewhat debatable, is on the first 2 pages that has actual music in there, and some companies will do this. You'll have the letters written inside the notes. You know how some piano teachers like to put the letters at the bottom of the notes for a while. Well, some educators like this, some don't. I don't like this because students start to rely on that too much. And then when you turn the page, the very next page, the letters are not there anymore. So then the students keep saying, well, can we put the letters at the bottom? So then it's this ongoing debate with the students. At what point do you remove those letters? So I would just have the students start with no letters at all. Just memorize the notes and play like that. But aside from that, there's some very good material in this book. The songs that they offer in the beginning are not only well-known, but also melodious. They're enjoyable songs to play. There's some rhythmic exercises in there. And it progresses fast. It progresses quickly. So within 2 or 3 weeks of playing out of here, you would be playing duets already. And just fun songs. I didn't look at every single song in there, but it appears to me that they, excuse me, that they introduce songs according to the notes that the students can play, obviously. So here's the E, and then the songs at the bottom would include that E. And they keep adding notes and also music theory elements, and then they include those in the songs that are included in the book. My favorite thing about this one is that it's very structured. It's not just a bunch of random songs in there. a lot of there's a lot of progression here and a lot of structure. So when you work with a large group, that can be very helpful. And like I said before, some of the songs in here are well known, like Orally, and many kids would know this as the Elvis song, Love Me Tender. It's actually called Orally. And Lightly Row is a pretty well known song. So, anyways, it's also offering some conducting notions, which is pretty awesome for kids to try out. The book has 31 pages, 30 pages of music. There's a achievement award at the end, and then it ends with a somewhat complete fingering chart, which is pretty awesome. A nice reference. It sells for $5.99 without a CD, and it sells for $8.99 with a CD. Now, I'm not going to play the CD on here because I don't want to infringe on copyright law. I don't think I'm allowed to do that, but I will take a listen. I usually make my own accompaniments on my piano anyways, but it's kind of nice to have something different, and you would be able to play this, play accompaniments for each piece that the students play. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, it's just a short review on recorder classroom method from Essential Elements. They've been around for a long time. I remember them from my college days in the mid '90s. Essential Elements, I believe they were around already back then, and this is copyright 2009, so it's not that old. Just from the back cover, student book includes over 130 songs, instrument basics, music reading, obviously, duets and rounds, music history, and a fingering chart. So there's my short book review on the recorder classroom method from Essential Elements. I highly recommend it if you teach a classroom recorder or even private lessons, or even if you want to teach yourself. This is probably a good resource. Well, thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to write them at the bottom. If you're not subscribed to my channel or give this video a like, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Have a nice day.